The arrest of a man who, due to financial disputes with his brother, had killed his nephew by hiring two motorcyclists and injecting him with the deadly venom of a leopard viper. According to the social group of Tasnim News Agency, Detective Sergeant Ali Valapur Godarze, the head of the Capital Intelligence Police, stated on the 4th of Shahrivar this year, a 65-year-old man approached the Tehran Intelligence Police and informed the detectives about the suspicious death of his 23-year-old son in Firozgar Hospital. He added, with the announcement of this news, a team of detectives from the 10th Department of Intelligence took charge of investigating the matter. And by inviting the complainant, he told the detectives my son was planning to open a shop that belongs to me on Manachri Street in Tehran as a cafe. In this regard, last day on the 3rd of Shahrivar, he left home on a motorcycle to clean the shop, but around 1600, he called his mother and said, "I am sick and I am going to see a doctor." Then my son went to Firozgar Hospital as an outpatient. After being hospitalized, he went into a coma and died without a medical diagnosis, due to a suspicious cause. The detectives immediately went to Firozgar Hospital, but there were no signs of injury on the deceased. And by conducting field investigations of the deceased's place of residence and workplace, it was found that the young boy had left his workplace at around 400 p.m. and was going to enter a pizza shop near the place. It worked out that two motorcyclists approached him, using a motorcycle device with a distorted license plate, while covering their faces, and quickly ran away from the place by hitting him on the shoulder. The head of Tehran Intelligence Police stated that a number of people who were in contact with the young man were identified and invited to the intelligence police, adding, by inviting these people, no clues were provided to the detectives, and they did not know about the murder of this young man. He said in another branch of the police investigation, the deceased's family members were investigated by the detectives, and it was found that the deceased's father and his brother already had financial disputes. And this clue was enough for the detectives, using modern crime detection methods, to connect the deceased's uncle and trace his friend at the scene of the murder. Using modern methods of crime detection, the identity of the motorcyclists was identified, and it was found that both accused were arrested by the police officers of Shiraz city for disturbing the citizens after the crime in Tehran, and are locked up in Shiraz prison. Both defendants were transferred to the 10th Police Department after judicial arrangements, and the defendants initially denied committing the murder, but after police interrogations, one of the motorcyclists finally confessed and stated, "My accomplice, and I got to know his uncle through one of his uncle's friends, and we were supposed to start working in the luggage shop belonging to the uncle of the deceased. And with the suggestion of the uncle of the deceased, we agreed to pay his nephew a little money by monitoring the movement places of the deceased. Finally, by buying a poisonous snake online and getting its venom. Finally, on the day of the incident, while the victim was about to enter a shop, we injected the snake venom into his body by hitting him on the shoulder. And we quickly ran away from the place and continued our secret life in the north of the country for a while, and went to work in the city of Shiraz. The murderer's uncle and his accomplice were arrested by court order on the charge of being an accomplice in intentional murder, and they are under the custody of the police detectives for further investigation.